Alright legends, welcome back to another episode, Back to Basics Adventures. I'm doing a bit of a comp today, alright, between the white tiger and the salty dingo. We're going to be fishing, diving, trying to collect lunch. Let's see who comes out on top. And the loser, the stakes are, has to cook lunch. On my team I've got Nick Fry, the man behind the catch and cook in Az's boat. He's got Benny Crisp, super photographer, and Ingrid Pipes. Pressure's on. Someone better get Barry on the sat phone. Tell him it's delivered. So there's a sandbar that runs directly south, and actually no, it doesn't. Where does it run? East. We've got a long stretch of sandbar that runs directly east. Goes for about half a mile. Strick's boat heading up that way, and the white tiger is going to come on the starboard side. So see if we can run into this pack of GTs that we found yesterday. Hopefully they're doing the same thing, having a bit of breakfast up in the shallows. Yep. You're right. Yep. Oh, what's this? I think I've got a long top. Yeah. See you later, old son.
A long sausage.
You long John sausage. All right, let's try and upgrade to a GT. Look at them all around us.
Oh.
Oh, oh, come on. Straight in the middle of them. Oh, surely that's gonna get whooped. No way. You see them there?
Yeah.
There's a cloud of them. It's a cloud of GTs. There's like fucking 100. Oh, in front of their heads. Oh. Oh, surely. What? Oh, surely you're hungry. Hungry for my popper. It's a beautiful popper.
They're swimming around having a look at it.
Why? Oh, we couldn't have had a better chance than that. What? I dragged that through them 3 different ways. Bugger. We must have caught them in between breakfast and lunch, or what?
Not what they're biting.
That's not what they're biting on.
Right.
Oh, bugger.
From the drone, we then spotted a massive school of GTs swimming straight over the shallowest part of this sandbar. The salty dingo was in hot pursuit. See the school of GTs just off the starboard bow here. Pull up and get set.
Go, mate. That's it. Go, go, go. Any luck? Really? Circling the boat, and I put like 3 or 4 good casts.
Maybe it wouldn't hit it?
No, like through the middle of them.
Ah.
Well, both boats saw the pack of GTs. Both boats got good casts into the pack of GTs, but yeah, they weren't hungry. We didn't have what they were biting on. So we'll call it a draw for the first round, and we'll kick on to round 2. See if we can get a Spanish mackerel. Let's do it. Just throwing out a couple of deep divers in that 6 to 8 metre range, high speed lures. and finding some edges that drop off like 12 to 20 meters. Hopefully there's a bit of bait stacked against them, and in that, some Spanish mackerel, so we'll see how we go. Oh, I don't know what that is, but she's heavy. Oh. This could be a battle royale now. We're in 26 meters of water, just went over a massive sounding. So the whole GPS just lit up with bait and a few big arches, so I'm not picking a Spanish because it hasn't taken the typical big savage run, but there's weight to this fish, that's for sure. That's what they're biting on right there, boys! Woo!
What do you reckon it is?
I reckon it's a big Spano mackerel.
A big Spanish
Spanish mackerel. That's what I'm hoping for.
Touched the fish and we got the point, team. We're a step closer to not cooking lunch. Far out. Oh, just dropped it. Yeah, just dropped it. It snapped. Snapped me off. Oh, bugger. What that was. You know what, that could have been a shark. Oh well, back to the drawing board, team. Got fish in our spot! Got fish in our spot here!
Salty dingo bastards!
On a snake, salty dingoes. Snake in our spot.
Back on board the salty dingo, the reel started screaming.
Do you feel like a
Nick
big
was
one?
on.
Shaking his head around a bit. Nice.
Nice little trevally, mate. Lift him in.
Awesome, yes. Good catch.
Literally within seconds of putting the line back out, something smashed it and Nick was on for round 2.
Didn't like the look of the boat.
Oh, nice. He's a beauty.
Now in the middle of the day it had warmed right up and the fish had gone off the tube, so it was time to jump in for a spearfish. Here we are in about 20 metres of water. This is one of my favourite spots to dive. It's on the way down there, you literally don't know what fish you're going to run into. I get into a free fall and hover just above the bottom, scanning around looking for a target species. As I pan to my left, I notice a beautiful coral trout that swims up from between a crack in the coral. Line him up and take the shot. These are the best eating fish in the ocean in my opinion. I'm stoked that he's coming home for lunch and it puts us in front on the leaderboard.
Awesome.
Nick then jumps in and he wastes no time, gets straight into the action. Shoots himself a beautiful coral trout.
That's a beauty, bro. Get him up. Great shot, bro.
Down where Nick's from, he doesn't get coral trout often, so I was stoked to be a part of landing his first one. Then due to all the commotion, a shark came in to check us out. And I figured, geez, I'm in the water here with one of the most popular blokes on YouTube. I can't be responsible for him getting bit by a shark. Imagine the hate mail. But we won this round, and another beautiful fish coming home for lunch.
Oh, that was the best way to finish this morning's session. I just jumped in for one last swim and I was reloading my gun. And as I was doing so, I looked down, there was 2 Spanish mackerel like swimming around my fins and I had an unloaded gun. I was like, oh, quickly loaded, swam down on the one I thought I had the best chance at. And bit of a trick with them, you never swim straight at them, it spooks the mackerel. So I was sort of swimming on a bit of an angle, trying to close the gap, getting closer. Closer. And then just out of left field, his mate came and swam like a suicide attempt and saved him, but swam right in front of me, and I was like, oh, perfect. Took a holding shot and he just took off, peeled a heap of line, and that was awesome. Nice, you up to you, mate. Looks like you've got sharp teeth. Yeah. Awesome. We've just compared catches, and I think the Salty Dingoes team, we've come up trumps. As per the rules of the bet, the other team, they've got to cook lunch, so they're in there cooking lunch now, and I've dropped the crew off, but while the weather's so perfect, I'm going to make the most of it, and I'm going to miss the tide and leave my boat out here, and I'm going to go and sound around for a couple of hours, see if I can't find any new fishing spots.
Certainly found a couple of red hot fishing spots, and the next couple of hours was one of the most memorable sessions I've had.
Holy fuck! Oh shit, yeah! Oh my god!
All that action is
That was
live
incredible.
on the Fishflicks platform. We do an exclusive episode with them every month.
Yep. Oh, I don't know who's got
So
who.
if that's something
This
you're
is a
keen
big
for,
boy.
there'll be a link in the
Have a go at
description
that.
below to jump on and check that out. But in the meantime, back at base camp, it was like a nature documentary was playing out right before their eyes. Flying the drone off the drop-off where we'd literally just been snorkeling, the boys spotted a tiger shark. We know exactly why that tiger shark's there. It's turtle breeding season at the moment, so there's lots of big tide turtles around, and that's what that tiger shark's there looking for. Then another couple of shadows, but these ones are big GTs. These are giants, almost taunting and teasing as are the boys back at base camp. They're just out of casting range from the drop-off. But Az had other duties. As per the competition, it was his role to clean up and cook some lunch.
Time to cut up lunch. I was in the Sydney fish market about a month ago. I walked in there and had a look at the coral trout they had for sale. Fillets, skin on, boned, just like this. It's 80 bucks a kilo. It's about $95 worth of fillet. Incredible. Different shades of red, blue spots. Electric blues all the way through. An impressive fish. How should we have it for lunch, team?
We're gonna cook it up, don't we, Az?
Yeah, we got to cook it up. The white tiger got the silver medal today. So it is our duty and our honour to cook you fine gentlemen lunch. Hey, we're the fine gentlemen.
Yeah, that's us.
Hey, that's us. I can breadcrumb it on the pan. We can do wraps, we can do sandwiches, we can do a curry, we can do a stir fry, we can do it with rice. We can do all kinds of trout.
Lined up for you. There's bloody Strickies. Maggie.
It's a nice little spanner. Right. Spanish mackerel is one of the best fish because it's got such a high yield, quality meat. With that one small Spanish mackerel, look how much meat we've got here. Enough to feed the whole camp.
Now this is the part of the day that I love and hate at the same time. So we're anchored about maybe 200 meters off the reef edge, and this is an area at this time of the day, right on sunset. There's lots of sharks, lots of big sharks, bronze whalers, and they're all pretty agitated. I've got to grab my fish for dinner and make a dash for it back to the reef edge. So you're coming with me. Let me know if there's a shark behind me, eh? day, and here it's just like all the colours are in HD. We've got that awesome yellow of the sunset, turquoise blue of the water, green of the trees. Oh, it's just unreal. Look, all the birds flying over top. Put an end to another bloody awesome day. Phew.
Although I missed the spoils of winning the competition and having lunch cooked for me, I wasn't complaining. It was time to kick back, take the pace off, and watch the Animal Planet documentary play out right before my eyes. Thanks so much for watching this episode, guys. This is literally just the start of this adventure, so hit that subscribe button to get the next one as soon as it drops. And a massive shout out on this episode to, well, number one, our man Benny Crisp, who was on the camera the whole time. His channel and Instagram are in the bio, and also Nick Fry, the man behind the Catch and Cook in Australia, also linked in our bio. Check out their channels if you haven't already.